Everyone, and we are in MSEM finals against Toasty, who is on Grix's Curses. We are on Blue Red Phoenix, of course. And we're about to see if I can pick up my first GP win. I have beaten Toasty before in our previous match, but yes. Alright. So we're going second. Is this a keepable hand? And I think the answer is yes. Yes. Is it? I really need to think about this hand. It's obviously this is the most important game, so I can't. No, I do need to. I'm going to try and think a lot, make sure I'm doing the right things. I think this hand is capable because turn one Oracle's Vision. The issue is I do need to hit things off the Oracle's Vision, but I think my deck is redundant enough to be able to. And I also have Whisperwoods as that recurring threat. The issue is, although I have Relive, I don't have Latent or other looting, so I'm really reliant on this Oracle's Vision here. And I'm kind of almost at the mercy of my deck, you know? But I guess that's how most games of Phoenix play out, but it feels rough to have 3 things I want to discard here. And with Toasty taking this long to keep, it makes me think it might be an iffy keep, which means if I get a good mulligan, I can beat Toasty. The issue is if I get like an unplayable mulligan, my deck is horrible at 5. So I think I do keep this. We'll see what Toasty has. Because if Toasty has Substack, Exploit, or Curse of the Breathless in any reasonable hand, or even just like Curse of the Tattletale, I think it's a snap keep, and the fact that Toasty had to think about it says something about, like, maybe not having those very important engines. Okay. Okay, that is not a good draw. I will drop Nebula on 1. Because... And we'll play the Oracle's Vision. Thankfully milled those lands over. Oh my god. Ooh, okay, there's the latent potential. Alright, alright. Okay. Now the issue is I'm kind of out of gas now. Like, I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen like 6. I've seen literally more than a third of the lands in my deck in the top 12. So, like, yeah. So we're going to go Glimpse Beyond here. I'm going to go discard Cinderfeather, discard Whisperwoods. And then we're going to pass Leave Up the Distant Thunder. So Curse of the Tattletale is going to be an issue, because that will help Toasty draw into the pieces that are needed, and that's incredibly scary, but hopefully with our latent potential we can get a kill before a Curse of the Breathless comes down, because, again, Curse of the Breathless is the card I just really need to avoid in this matchup. I just need to have Toasty not see it. I think we'll discard a Relive here. Okay, Build Crab. Does Build Crab matter? Okay. So with Build Crab, I can go... Okay, I currently only have 5 ISs in my graveyard, so I don't think I go for the latent potential yet. I think I go Build Crab, Relive, Distant Thunder. So I go Build Crab, cast, discard Whisperwords, discard Palace, Distant Thunder, mill 4. Toasty's at 11. I have another Distant Thunder in hand and Cinder Latent Potential next turn. I think I like this line, so let's do that. Cast a Build Crab. So Toasty could have Curse of Tempests is another thing I care about. So the question is, do I actually want a Cinder Feather here? Cinder Feather hit for 3, leave up Distant Thunder, hit for another 3, that's 6, Toasty's onto A, and then I have another 3 from Grave plus possibility of a latent potential. Or do I want to relive to get the extra mill? And I think the answer is I would rather hit. Is it though? I could also just go. I think it's pretty obvious here. Well, let me check out Toasty's deck list real quick. Is that Toasty probably has Cursive Tempest here, but I want to make sure I'm not missing a different card. Yeah, I think it is just almost definitely Cursive Tempest. That's the only flash curse in the main deck. So Cursive Tempest will come down, likely kill the Cinder Feather, draw Toasty a card. Does Cursive Tempest have another relevant? Not really. So what I can do here is Distant Thunder, get back it, get one of the things killed. I think I like that line. So we're going to start off with Distant Thunder. And I Cinder Feather. I assume this is dying? Yes. So the issue now is, again, Toasty is just continuously getting closer to those Curse of the Breathlesses, which is very scary. And because, again, Curse of the Breathless just basically beats me as soon as it comes down. Looks like we're getting another curse coming down. Could be Hunter's Mark, Tattletale, Chaos Module even. It's, yeah, you can't really ever tell with Toasty's deck. Everything exists. Okay, Substack Exploit is rough, because that's gonna start gaining Toasty life. And obviously, I am a kill as fast as humanly possible deck, which, I do not want Toasty to be gaining life here. Please not Breathless. Please just be overactive. Okay, it's just Curse of Slaughter. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. Are we fine though? No, we lost our latent potential target. So now I really need to draw into. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will be able to hit for 10 with a bird and have the follow-up or relive if I draw a bird to hardcast. So the issue here is gonna be, okay, step 1, Glimpse Beyond. Okay, that is a bilge crab. So this is what I'm gonna do here. Then I'm gonna go bilge crab. And the question now is, do I just pass or do I relive target nothing? Oh, it feels so bad to I could try and relive, but then no, but then I lose the latent potential. There's no way that's worth it. So I think the answer is genuinely I just pass here. I will be losing life on Toasty's turn, so I don't need to do anything fancy. I just pass. I just really need Toasty to not see Curse of the Breathless. It's as simple as that. Basically my game plan is just that Toasty better not draw it. Because if Toasty draws it and I don't have multiple birds, which I currently don't, because I have only seen one, unfortunately, it's rough out here, you know? I'll discard the Opalescent Palace. I mean, again, yeah, if Curse of the Breathless comes down, I just die, so. Every time I see that, tap for 3. Okay, thankfully, it's just a Curse of Slaughter, but again, I really need stuff to be on board to be latent potentialing here, and I just have not been seeing any birds at all. So, like, kind of frustrating that I just saw one bird in 21 cards, you know? Like, there isn't much I can do about that. And then I drew another land. Well, sucks, you know? Well, we'll see if we can do anything. Target Oracle's Vision. We use Cockatrice? I will Oracle's Vision here. Oh, I discarded the wrong card. That is a big misplay. I mean, that's another bilge crab, so I just go bilge crab here. Pass. Yeah, I messed up there. Nobody lost life, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is our current instant sorcery count. So we're hitting for 10, 11 with a bilge crab, which means relive distant thunder after is lethal. So I do have lethal if Toasty doesn't do anything, but like obviously that's not happening, so. Again, if Curse of the Breathless ever comes down, I just concede. Like in the current state of the game, I cannot win through it. There are game states where I can win through Curse of the Breathless. This is not one of them. And Toasty just has infinite draw and is just slowly going to be working towards finding it. And Toasty's already through almost half their decks, so like there's no rack. Yeah, I please don't play a Curse of the Breathless. Well, it's basically over. I just saw like one bird and 26 cards. Not much I can do about that. And Toasty saw 3 removal spells and a substack and a tattletale. So like, yeah. Like, actually I do still have lethal if Toasty just has nothing, but obviously Toasty has something. Like, there is no way Toasty has nothing here. Like, I mean, I think I just go for it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, are you actually kidding me? A single bird in 31 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I mean, okay. Okay, Toasty has readout, so I bring in Beneath the Zadina. Toasty also have Cursive Doubts, so I bring in readout, I bring in Beneath the Zadina, I bring in Wicker Screech. The question is now, do I want to bring in Metal Munch? And I think the answer is no, because that's only, like, relevant against specifically Curse of the Breathless, and even then only in an edge case. So I think the answer here is I cut 2 Unquenched Grades. Do I cut all 4? I cut 2 Unquenched Greeds. Cut 1 Nightmare Riders, 1 Bilge Crab. Actually, no, I keep all 4 Bilge Crabs in because that's just another thing Toasty needs to use their interaction on. To cut the Unquenched Greeds and 1 Nightmare Riders, I think. Well, we're going first this time, and holy shit, that is not a good hand. I think this is a keepable 6, though. I just need to see a relevant card, like, in 3 turns, basically. But, I mean, seeing how last game went, I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. Okay, 2 relevant cards. We did it. Okay. Relive gives me something to do on turn 2, but I think genuinely my turn 2 is... I'm actually unsure. Well, there's Substack Exploit, so fuck. If I draw 1 mana... Okay. Perfect. Like, literally perfect. Alright. Meet from chat. Okay, and a Wicker Screech. Okay. We might actually be fine. And yeah, I'm just passing here. I Distant Thunder on Toasty's turn, discard with Roads, get it back. Literally just bolt. Now I have Nightmare Rider set up. Please don't Curse of the Tattletale me. Well, and readout hits the Riders. Okay. Well, I'm not close to turning Wicker Screech on, but do I need to keep it for the later game? So I think step 1 is I just Glimpse Beyond to see if I draw real land, so I don't have to play with Sproats. Okay, that's a Beneath the Zadina. I would have loved to seen that earlier. It's fine. The question, do I want to go for a Miyoga or double Cinder Feather here? And I think the answer is double Cinder Feather. I'll say as a feedback bit, I really dislike that Curse of the Breathless makes a bunch of tokens the moment it comes down, because that really makes it impossible to, like, really annoying to just blow up as like a value engine. Like, oh my god. Ah yes. My value engine that makes a bunch of flyers is also just like a board in a box that chump blocks infinitely, like, you know? Just really don't like that. I mean, yeah, the issue here is now I have to win this and game three, because game one I just kind of, my deck just decided, nah, you won't win. Oh, feel like if you okay, so Toasty did have a second readout. Honestly, the play next turn, if so I have two options next turn. Those two options are draw a 1 mana instant or sorcery, and Distant Thunder plus get Miyoga back for a bunch of damage, or don't and just hardcast the Miyoga. So we'll see. I could always also just like draw a latent potential, so. I mean, Curse of the Breathless is like bad here, but it's not like unbeatable depending on what happens. Like, if I am able to get Wicker Screech down, which is like incredibly unlikely, yeah, I need to hit 8 cards in my graveyard to get that up to 13. Like, interaction is getting held up here. Okay, so the question is, I think what we want to do here is crack, relive, discard Cinder Feather, get back Cinder Feather, Distant Thunder, discard Miyoga, hit for 12 total. The other option is like hard cast a bird, which I think is just worse, but also hard casting a bird lets me keep the other bird option for next turn, which makes me more resilient. But I think and also if Toasty has like Curse of the Breathless, for example, gives me Toasty could also have Curse of Doubt, which the Cinder Feather line plays around better. So I think I like playing around the Quench with this line. I think, yeah, playing around Quench convinces me more on the other line. And I think the answer is Discard Cinder Feather with the first one. Maybe a get back wheat from chaff. Try and draw into. No. So I can discard. The question is, do I want to target Oracle's Vision, Wheat from Chaff, or Distant Thunder with Relive? Because it could be any of the three. Oracle's Vision can lets me fill my graveyard more, which is better for Wicker Screech. Wheat from Chaff lets me maybe is more likely to draw into something. I think it might actually be Oracle's Vision here. The thing about Distant Thunder is I kind of want that. Because if I hit another Relive, it's good to relive, but like reliving it now isn't that good, you know? And Oracle's Vision lets me see another card to possibly get back the Miyoga. So I think I target the Oracle's Vision. Okay, we're gonna cast Oracle's Vision. There's another Cinder Feather, that's pretty big. Okay, and there's also a latent potential. Yeah, I'm just gonna third Cinder Feather. Get in for 9. I assume one is dying. Toasty's still at like 7 here. And I still have 6 non-land cards in my graveyard. Yeah, Toasty's at 8, not 7, because of exploit. And I have the ability to Cinder Feather plus Late next turn. So if Curse of the Breathless, say Curse of the Breathless comes down, I do have the ability to just get a bunch of bodies on board to maybe be able to like hit through all of the 1/1s. Mm-hmm. Curse of Slaughter. Kills 1. I still have the latent potential though, so it's only 4. Well, 5 because of the. But it is not a lot. Okay, that is a Glimpse Beyond though. So I cast Glimpse Beyond here. The goal of filling my graveyard more. I think the answer here is discard Miyoga and land into Wheat from Chaff into Latent Potential, get back Miyoga for game. I don't believe Toasty has 1 mana instance, so Toasty is effectively tapped out here, so I think that is my best chance at winning. Do I care about having Wicker Screech? I think the answer is I'd rather have the other latent potential. GG's. Okay. We made it to a game 3, thankfully. We made it to a game 3. Yeah, alright. We... Do I change anything about my boarding decisions? I doubt it. I could see bringing out one Wicker Screech, because, like... I think I really like the way my deck is set up currently, and Wicker Screech can come down early if I need it to. Issue is now Toasty's going first again. I think this is keepable. It's got a Bilge Crab on one, it's got a Wicker Screech, it's got a bird, it's got lane potential, it's got everything the deck wants to be doing, and also interaction for Toasty. So, I'm just obviously dropping the Bilge Crab on one. Alright. Toasty saying eek, hopefully. See, what are the odds that Toasty just doesn't ever see Curse of the Breathless? Surely Toasty sees a Curse of the Breathless. Oh god. Oh no. Uh-oh. So, what we do here is we wait from chaff, we target ourselves. We mill, not lands, thankfully. And we draw 2, lands. It's that easy. And we do this. And then we go Rousing Path. And then we go Oracle's Vision. And we Bilge Crab, mill ourselves again. Thankfully, I am, like, milling a ton to be able to maybe, like, turn 3 Wicker Screech here. Alright. So I think next turn our turn's gonna look like double Cinder Feather plus Latent Potential. Latent Potential is actually only at like 6 though. I think it does depend on what, really depends on what Toasty does here, because Hunter's Mark is extremely scary. And again, if Toasty goes like Substack Exploit into Curse of the Breathless, we'll just say that I currently do have 10 non-land cards in my graveyard, so I'm close to that Wicker Screech. Okay. Oh, this is hard. See, I'm scared, but also, like, what could Toasty have? I mean, Curse of the Breathless and Overactive, right? Like, Toasty could have those, and I'm cooked. Well, Toasty could also just not, like, could just also not have those. I think this is looking like, okay, Leech Bite. So, Leech Bite and Hunter's Mark. Okay, 3-drop Curse. Okay, it's just a Curse of Slaughter. Alright. Oh, readout's getting dropped. Okay, that screws up stuff, because now I can't latent potential bird, but, like, we might still be fine, because I have the Wicker Screech, which can... Okay. Step 1, draw, right? Okay, just want to make sure we didn't have a repeat of last time where Toasty had a readout and I accidentally went too fast and messed that up. So, yay. Yep, right in time. Alright, what are you thinking here? So, one of the plays I have is to, currently we're at 10, 11 non-land cards in graveyard. I can relive Oracle's Vision. That takes out 2 non-land cards from my graveyard. So I think the correct play is land, Distant Thunder, discard a land. That brings us up to 12 non-land cards in graveyard. Wicker Screech, kill the Leech Bite, because that's also providing mana fixing, which I think is really gonna be helping Toasty here, because as we see, Toasty only has one of the any color source and 1 swamp. So, question is, and also worst case, I can always relive Distant Thunder, kill my own Wicker Screech to pop a really bad thing if that comes down. So I think I do like that line. Actually, wait, I can Distant Thunder the Leech Bite. Revelations made. Wait, so I can just kill Leech Bite, kill Hunter's Mark, and what does Toasty do? Like I think Toasty just kind of is really not doing well from there. So I kill the Leech Bite. And now I am up to 2 land cards in graveyard. So this is 11 here plus 1 here. That's 12 non-land cards in graveyard. Up the Hunter's Mark. And now Toasty is just kind of really hurting for mana. I do get this back as a Nebula. And I have Latent, Relive Latent. Okay, so Toasty is dead here, right? I don't... I have the Beneath the Zadina to protect against Real. Let me do some math here to make sure I'm not messing up. Alright. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus 8, 11. Relive, discard a Vesper Woods or Glimpse Beyond. Either works. Latent again. Yeah, that is just game, I think. Yeah, I don't see how that isn't game. So I'm going to Latent. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relive the Latent. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yo! We won! We did it! We won! Let's go! Those, yeah, these were very good games. Huge thanks to Toasty. I mean, Curses is cool, even if I don't particularly like facing it with Phoenix, but, you know. There were some tough decisions in there, and I mean, from what I saw, I think Toasty played good, so, you know, yay. Game 2, really thought I was gonna be Really close games, all of them. Well, except game one, but and game three. I guess game two was the only really close one. But we did it. Yay, we won. Alright. Alright. Uh
A
I thought I'd
dead
join
man's handshake.
since um the game's done. You wanna do
It
post
is,
game
yeah.
interview stuff? I don't know.
Uh, I guess so. If we have you here. So first of all, congratulations on the first GP win. I don't know if
Let's
you
go.
caught it. I was talking a little bit about your GP history. For 5 times in a row, made top cut. So a pretty great streak.
Yeah, basically
And
I almost never made top cut, and then the last few months I've just made top cut every single time and gone to semis most of them, but lost the
yeah,
semifinals game.
this is your first time in the finals even in these last 5 months, and you managed to take it home.
Yeah,
Uh,
this is the first
so
time I've been in finals and I ended up winning, so yay.
that's true. That's right. Last time you didn't make it was GP Moonbase Alpha in February.
Yeah, that was
This is
the
the last time you
Reshaper
had made it.
GP, right?
It was Reshaper, yeah. Lilasaur on Reshaper, who would eventually also take, of course, last GP. I
Mm,
mean, what a set of games, really.
yeah, those
It
were
was a
really
great,
good games.
yeah, really great match to commentate. I think we got to see like Toasty's game one and your game two for great showings of what makes your decks so powerful individually. Like the snowballing that Toasty is able to get off game one, and it was in the face of you missing out on so many birds. So that was obviously unfortunate, but and then game two, you dropping like 3 Cinder Feather Phoenixes, forcing so many answers, and then using latent potential to get the kills. Just a lot of it was really good magic to watch. Uh, it was a good time commentating it. I can say
Yeah,
that
so
much.
I don't know if you saw the message I sent in earlier in the GP. Here's my top secret plan in the matchup. Toasty will simply not draw Curse of the Breathless. It worked. Toasty didn't draw Curse of the Breathless somehow.
Toasty does draw curse,
Incredibly
yeah.
unlucky.
Which Curse of the Breathless, if you are watching this video, you don't know what that does. I pulled it on screen, luckily. So it's enchantment. When it enters, it creates a 1/1 white spirit with flying for each curse attached to the enchanted player. And then whenever a curse becomes attached to the cursed player, you get another spirit. So basically, it makes a bunch of flyers, which would be really good against phoenixes. But I mean, that was a great showing of latent potential too. Both those games won by a double latent potential at the end.
Also,
Which
do want to say that the fact that I managed to beat Toasty both times and uh
see, did you play Toasty earlier in the GP? Oh, you
yeah,
did,
so
yeah.
Toasty has been playing Phoenix every round since round 3. So, um
Yeah,
round 3 beat Requiem, round 4 lost to me. Um
and then
Semis
beat Requiem and
skipped
then lost to you.
quarterfinals. Semis beat Requiem, finals lost to me.
Yeah,
So,
that is very interesting. Given that, like, there are differences between your decks, but there aren't many like very big ones.
yeah,
I
so
think the main difference is that Requiem isn't on Nightmare Riders. It
Requ
isn't on Distant Thunder.
Requiem is on, I believe it's Nyx's version, which is built more to like get card advantage over longer games. And my version is built to just like turbo kill people,
Mm, yeah.
which I mean it ended up working out. And both Phoenix decks in semis is one hell of a showing. I've always
That's true,
been,
yeah.
I mean I kept saying this deck was um broken, and I guess we proved it.
Yeah.
So I expect it to get nuked into the ground again, and then I'll have to go back to playing Unearth and Dredge.
Uh do you so of the cards in the deck, what do you think is most likely to get hit? Is it just latent potential?
Latent potential. There is no
Or
way
would they
latent
need to hit
potential is surviving. like,
it's
like
gonna be
there's
like
literally
five
no way.
mana.
That card is getting nuked into the ground. As for other
Things
hits, in my opinion, the best hit to nerf the deck is Cinderfeather Phoenix or Bilge Crab. One of those two cards. If you want to like make the deck be more in line with what it was pre the Petals Wilt, one of those cards should go. Cinderfeather Phoenix forces the deck to play a lot more. It makes the deck a million times less explosive because you're forced to either run only Miyoga or Whisperwood's Phoenix, which does not proc off getting milled off, for example, Bilge Crab. Bilge Crab hits the deck less, ironically,
Mhm.
because hitting Cinderfeather also kind of hits Bilge Crab because Whisperwood's Phoenix doesn't trigger off getting milled, and you're kind of forced to run that. Like you could do the
Yeah,
thing that with original Phoenix where you just run 4 Myogas, but like you really have to
definitely
see those
too.
birds.
That definitely seems jump. Like in my mind, the I think Cinderfeather Phoenix it feels kind of okay just because when it comes back, if you kill it, it's gone. It's in
Yeah,
exile.
Cinderfeather
So
Phoenix, I think
like
it's
Miyoga Firebird, if you kill it, then it's gonna come back. So it makes removing it feel worse. Like if I scorch a Cinderfeather Phoenix token, it's gone.
yeah,
Like it might have to go up in cost a little bit, but I think like in that perspective it feels fair. Of like when you kill it, it dies
yeah.
and Miyoga Firebird just comes back.
I
Yeah.
also
Also, when
would
we
like
played, I didn't even see latent potential, so who knows?
to highlight the Fire Weaver Unearthed Phoenix deck that does theoretically exist that has been built, and we'll see because there is genuinely enough playable cards in Phoenix Dredge Unearthed to make a Fire Weaver deck and still have to cut cards. This
Mhm.
is not a joke.
I remember when Fire Weaver only needed 20 more cards in the starting deck. Hmm.
I might.
I'm
I
surprised.
think
I mean, I guess it's the sort of thing like your deck is a lot of redundancy. Like
yes.
Wheat from Chaff, Unquenched Greed, and Glimpse Beyond are all effectively the same card.
And then Oracle Vision serves the same purpose as well.
Yeah.
Also, another card, this is kind of random, but another card that I expect might get hit is Nightmare Riders due to the TOJ rework is a work in progress, I believe. I don't know if that's been like canceled or anything, but I remember a TOJ rework was happening at some point. So I feel like that might just get hit because it's getting reworked anyway, and we might as well just hit it to nerf this deck.
Yeah. It might not. I don't know if it'd get hit necessarily. It's definitely not the problem with this deck.
Yes. I mean, it is,
But it might end up getting just reworked
yeah.
in the nature. Like it's not getting hit. It's just turning into a different card.
Yeah,
But
Nightmare
I
Riders
haven't
is
heard
a
those rumblings.
silly card.
Yeah, a little bit. It is pretty solid. See, I don't know if there's anything else. I mean, I didn't see your game against Ricky. How did that go? Because I remember that was a matchup you were
So
worried about going into
this
it.
was a
Of I
matchup I
lost. This
was
is the deck that gave me a loss.
yeah, I was really, really scared of facing Ricky, but Ricky kind of just didn't I think Ricky did make a pretty like a misplay in game two, but in game one, Ricky just didn't see like sack bowls or Kernons, so I kind of just win because of that, and that's to be expected, right? I have the advantage game one against every deck. And then again, game
Mm-hmm.
two, Ricky got down a Tau, but named Instant to, I guess, make my Distant
Mm,
Thunders cost more. I did have a Distant Thunder, to be clear, and I was maybe going to remove it. But I had enough sorceries to just, get through the turn. And then the turn
yeah.
after, Ricky plays a Kernon and sacks the Tal to go into Henry, and I just Distant Thundered the Henry, and Ricky was like down enough on resources from that I basically could just win from there.
Mm, okay. Yeah, that was the one game I wasn't around for that one. That's one of those things as well. I don't know how like Phoenix is a really kind of unique deck in terms of board plan. Like it is a graveyard deck, so you're trying to get like uh you're trying to get, your why is the name slipping? It's in every single sideboard.
Did Kai's read out?
Yeah, Shakai's Redoubt. I don't know why I couldn't remember that card name. It's in my sideboard, but like it's like it trades with like a Bessie's Brood. You're not it's weird because even like yeah, like Scion of Silence technically takes away like flying or whatever. But
Yeah.
like Hue doesn't match up very well because you're not casting things or you're not casting things the Phoenixes really.
Yep.
And then like Henry dies to a bolt, stuff
In
like
my
that.
in my
So
in versus Toasty actually, there was a turn. If you go back and listen to my commentary, which I don't think you will, considering you've already done this, but
yeah.
there was a point where I could either hard cast a bird or go for a line where I discarded a bird and I top decked Cinder Feather. And so my previous line was going to be um relive. If I draw a 1 minute instant sorcery, relive target distant thunder, cast the other 1 minute instant sorcery, get back Miyoga, hidden for a total of 12 when Toasty was at, I think it was 13 or 14 life. Oh yeah, this was game
I
two.
know exactly.
Yeah,
I know
and then,
exactly when you're talking about.
but I drew the Cinder Feather, so what I was able to do is I was able to relive reality, discard Cinder Feather, Distant Thunder, discard Miyoga, and then get back the Cinder Feather and still hit for the same amount while also getting the Miyoga in graveyard and playing around the Quench Curse, which was the main reason I went for that line.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we got here,
Oh
but
yeah.
I was somehow I in my mind I went to like playing around counter spells.
Yeah. I honestly I don't know if the Curse of Doubt was going again, it's that kind of thing like the issue I have against your deck of you don't cast spells. Like not casting spells or not cast you cast spells, but your meaningful cards being cards that you aren't casting makes it
Yeah,
a really tough to sideboard. So like when I was against you, I had one useful sideboard card. Toasty had Shikai's Redoubt. I don't know if they brought in either of the other ones, but like
Toasty brought in Curse
discard.
of Doubt in our previous matchup, but I'm not sure if they did in this one.
It's possible. It is still good. I mean, I'm sure. But like, like Curse of Grasping Air. You don't care about making them discard cards because what is your like best
Haha,
cards are
thank
cards
you.
that
It's a
you
positive.
want in graveyard, or worst case scenario, you have relive reality for that.
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised relive's only at a 3. I
For
guess it's just
for
like a
my
deck thing.
changes to the deck, it would be so I don't know if you know this, but the reason I'm on Metal Munch is because Reshaperless Reshaper was looking incredibly scary. So I put
Hmm.
Metal Munch in my sideboard because there were like multiple people who were maybe going to end up running Reshaperless Reshaper because it was like a group of people who were brewing it, me included. I was originally going to run it, but I swapped to Phoenix, and I mean, I'm glad I did. So, yeah. So I was scared of
Yeah.
that deck, and that's the main reason I'm running Metal Munch. I think I brought it in literally like, no, I don't think I ever brought it in, but I should have against you.
Yeah, I was because I know you were waffling on it in the sideboard, and I was like, it was a card I was super worried about. It does in fact have two modes,
Yep.
but
I think if I were to change my sideboard, it'd be cut the metal munches, go back up to 4 Fire Racer, 3 Beneath the Zadina, maybe add like another thing back in, and main deck 100% we're putting for Relive Reality to 4.
yeah, I was saying
Like,
that was the one thing about the deck that's like a little kind of weird is like that card's so good.
yeah.
Like the flashback is downright beneficial. It's so cheap, and being able to repeat all the cards in your graveyard is so good,
Also, another
especially when you
hit
pump your graveyard
to
so easily.
Phoenix style decks that I think would tone them down like significantly is Relive Reality. So it turns out 1 mana flashback something from your grave is kind of silly from the
Yeah,
graveyard.
yeah. There is. I know there's one mana options for it, but not ones that you can use in grave because there's like from ancient tomes and stuff.
Yeah, and
But
the big
def
one that um the big one that was originally in the deck list, but I ended up changing it up a bit more after is a Rush of Stillness in the Air. This is the best option for that kind of thing.
yeah, that returns. Yeah,
And it
that is.
does
I'm
technically cast from grave, but realistically you aren't.
real. Yeah, because you don't actually have a way to see. Is this okay? This is showing on my video. That's good. Yeah. So that is pretty good. Yeah, but I think like reconstruct. You need something that does actually trigger from grave.
I'm
Because
confident that Phoenix can adapt to almost whatever hits, as long as it's not like the previous Phoenix nuke, which was I think literally like 5 or 6 hits to either cards in the deck or cards that would have been in the deck.
yeah, I wouldn't
Um,
be surprised if there are some heavy hits. I mean, I don't know how council views it, but like I said, there's the argument of like there isn't quite enough points for interactivity because it's
yes,
just something you can't answer on the
it's
stack, and
like
especially with Beneath the Zadina in the format, and with how easily you can get in your graveyard.
yeah, it's like the
Uh,
issue is that the only way to like fully hate out there are like two main ways to fully hate out Phoenix, and that is like sackable style cards, which are like cards that sit on the board continuously just hate out a bunch of stuff, and also are kind of annoying to remove. Because I do like have removal. So obviously hate bears
mhm.
are good, but I can just remove them if I have a removal spell. And the other one is a very, very well timed mass grave hate spell, or multiple of them.
Yeah, because
Because if you even
even like a
time,
Shakai's
yeah,
Redoubt, it does answer the birds, but like
yeah,
game 3, Toasty got a really huge Shakai's Redoubt draw and was able to hit both. Like the turn that they used it, they drew it that turn.
whoa,
And they got to hit both of your Cinder Feather Phoenixes. And then it didn't matter because you were able to get out Wicker Screech. They had 3 overactive
I think,
imaginations in hand.
oh my god.
And they were like,
So
I guess I have to keep this. I was like, do you?
yeah, so the
Can you
thing
not
I
go to
was going
6?
for in game 3 is like Toasty has Bastion and a Swamp. Swamp is not good. So my goal was like, if
That
I can
also,
cut Toasty off of Hunter's Mark and both Hunter's Mark and Leech Bite, which I did, Toasty just doesn't cast anything.
yeah. Which their hand, even in that situation, like even if they did get what they wanted without a card draw card like Tattletale, they
Yeah,
would have just had like 10 overactive imaginations and nothing else.
yeah. I think
Like
if
you were
they
just killing too quick no
ever
matter
draw
what.
any relevant curse with like multiple overactive imaginations on board, it's like game over. But you do need to draw the relevant curse and live to cast it.
Yeah, that's the thing is Phoenix can kill you. like easily you 3 mana, 1 turn, it's over. Because if you have a latent potential, 2 latent potentials, latent potential and latent potential and a relive reality. There's a couple of ways that you can just murder, or just having a bunch of Cinder Feather Phoenixes.
Huh? I do thankfully if Phoenix gets murdered, we've still got Dredge, we still got Unearth, we still got Big Red, we still got maybe
Mm-hmm.
Reshaperless Reshaper if somehow that survives, or like a Rita combo maybe. There's a lot of decks that I can fall back onto if this deck gets murdered. So
I mean, I don't
I mean,
think
I'll be sad.
Reshaperless Reshaper didn't top cut this GP, right?
Yeah, but I think if it doesn't get if it gets no hits, I think it's very scary. But I highly doubt that's happening.
Let me see if I can pull up a.
I think one of the
I don't
reasons it
remember.
didn't really do well is that Truk got sick and wasn't able to play some of their matches and dropped.
Hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it is a very scary deck because
Oh
Adamant
no.
Engineer is still.
Yeah. I'm just not fully convinced that like Reshaper is not worth running at all.
I think
Like it's something like maybe not, but I feel
I-
like it's still good even if it comes in
it's like
tapped.
who cares about I think the issue is you do lose out on being a combo deck because that really
Mm-hmm.
helps you in a lot of matchups having that combo, but you are a like extremely competent aggro deck, which yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Also
price of like Reshaper is a combo deck with a very competent mid-range plan.
we saw Burn top cut this GP. So
Mm-hmm.
Burn?
I lost I lost to that burn deck. It was my one loss in the like Swiss rounds. I mean burn, I guess. Burn is back. Burn is always good.
Burn is always good, just
Like,
no one plays it.
yeah,
Why is
burn
that
good.
like
That's it.
so?
All right,
Oh yeah,
unless you have anything else, I think
not
probably
really.
good to wrap it up now. Again, congratulations on the big GP win. Dust it
Thanks.
off, keep it clean, put it in your trophy cabinet, you know.
Now I get to say Aanginer once won a GP.
Well, I've twice made top cut now, so
Let's go.
ooh. All right. Thank you for stopping by. It was a pleasure to get to talk to you.
Thank you too.
Uh,
It's
just
nice to talk. Bye.
mhm. See you.
And I am just gonna